light is very feminine to me. I realised in thinking about the eternal female topic that I always related to it as if it was a female. And in thinking about the female, I knew I wanted to work with steel, with a brushed steel, because it's very beautiful, feels quite soft to me when I look at it, but I know steel is very hard and strong. It was always going to be a light installation because that's my passion, light. So the light emanates out of this very strong exterior. The interior, the light is incredibly beautiful and pure. The poles of steel for me are very much about my network, my female network that continues into the fabric of the castle, grows in strength, gathers information and history from the castle walls and comes back out again. There are 4 poles and we use 8 of the holes, so there are obviously other holes that I imagine are still kind of emanating information and noise. And the 4 poles became very much for me, have become quite personal, and they've become about myself and my 3 sisters. And it's very much about how we interact and how it's harmonious at times and not harmonious, and there can be troubles and then you all pull together again. And I see the top one in the tower as the mother, as this source of energy that's up there somewhere, and at night it's shining out of the windows like a lighthouse and guiding the way. Having worked in theatre for 20 years and designed many shows with light, I've begun in the last few years to start having ideas that aren't related really to a theatrical project or an idea that someone else has. I'm very interested in light objects as pieces of art that make us feel something or change the moment for us when we see them. And I'm very interested in installation. So Mirella and I were talking. Just as fellow artists, you know, you share ideas, you talk about desires that you have. And she didn't say anything at the time, but I think she went away and imagined that it might be great to have a light artist in the castle. And when we came to the castle, it became about weaving an idea through the whole castle. So as we have F.LUX and we have Lodestar at the top, but also there's another light installation called Repressed Light. In Repressed Light, there's an idea throughout the castle. That was very much my response to my first visit here, and Mirella gave me a guided tour and told me the history of the castle. And I got very interested in the last 2 sisters that lived here, who seemed to me, and this is my interpretation of the history, it's not accurate history of the castle, quite repressed by their father, who was insisting that they didn't have children because he didn't want his line to be continued, which sparked for me an interest in the repressed women in the world. So there were 7, I think, small repressed light installations. And light, basically captured light that's trying to escape, that's hidden, but will break through no matter what.